tell us about the three for revenge.
Well, I got married in 1958.
How old were you?
I was 26. And I married a girl who, I don't know, first person I ever met who ever gave me anything without me having to take it. And I was hired to do a job with somebody that had nothing to do with hitting. Well, my payoff was supposed to be $40,000. Only the party thought it would be cheaper to kill me. Only when he went to my house, I was in Reno. I didn't know nothing about it. And he came to my house, and my wife was there. She was pregnant. One of them asked where I was, and my wife said she didn't know, which was true. She didn't. And they kicked her in the stomach, and she hemorrhaged. She was died. Then they caught up to me, and they broke my neck. And I put 15 months in the hospital. But they made one mistake. They didn't break it big enough. When I come out of the hospital, I went hunting. And there was nothing in this world that was going to stop me from finding them people. And I found them. And I watched them all die nice and slow. You ever shoot anybody with a long-range .22? Shoot them in the legs so they can't move, and shoot them in the shoulders, and the arms, and in the rib cages so they bleed nice, and they hurt a lot. And they use flathead bullets. What you do is you take a blade and you shave part of the bullet off to make it flat. So when it goes in, it scrambles. And I just kept reloading and kept shooting. And I'll tell you something, I never felt so good in all my life.
3 men.
Those 3.
And all the other killings had no personal motive,
None
personal
whatsoever.
connection. You never knew any of the men.
I knew some of them, but knowing them didn't make it personal.
How is a murder arranged in the organization?
Well, generally, I get a message that so-and-so would like to meet me or talk to me, and I call up on a certain telephone that I'll have a number for. And I call them, and they say, well, meet me at such and such a restaurant. It might be a restaurant up in East Harlem, it might be a restaurant in Midtown, it might be a restaurant down Little Italy, it might be a restaurant up in the Bronx, it might be a Chinese restaurant. It could be anywhere.
Could it be Miami and Chicago and Detroit?
No, because I'll get my original contract out of the city I'm living in at the moment.
All your work is contracted for in New York?
As a rule, yeah. It could be, I'll be going to another city.
Right. To do the job?
Yeah.
When you show up at the restaurant,
yeah.
Do you come with a mask?
No.
They know who you are?
They know who I am.
Right, okay.
The bosses know who I am. The people I do the work for know who I am. So I'll go in, we'll sit down, and we'll have dinner. First, the general talk, how's your family, how's things going, you making any money, you're earning, things like that, how's so-and-so, fine. And then during the course of the meal, a man will say to you, well, I got a job for you. That's all right, what is it? This is, so-and-so wants such and such done. All right, go ahead. How much? He said, well, what's it worth? So I said, all right, $20,000. Done. Before I leave the restaurant, I'll have my $20,000.
Now, wait a minute. What's the price for murdering a man?
Now, today is 20 G's.
Flat 20?
Flat 20 G's.
No matter who it is?
No. If it's somebody exceptional, it's more. Like when they wanted to hit Joey Gallo, the price was $50,000. And I turned it down.
Why did you turn it down?
Because I like Joey Gallo. He was a good friend of mine. He was an honorable kid. I don't care what any of these monkeys got to say.
Okay. They agree on the price, $20,000.
Right.
Is a contract signed?
No, your contract is, when you took the money, your contract is your word. Your word is your bond.
You're paid in advance.
That is correct.
If the man changes his mind and doesn't want that person killed,
I keep the money.
You keep the money.
That is correct.
Now, you then go, and it's your responsibility to make sure that man dies.
That is correct.
If you bungle the job, what happens?
I'm dead.
Why? You did your best, presumably.
That's not my best.
Have you ever bungled a job?
No.
All 38 men?
They went. They were dead before they ever hit the ground.
Now, the $20,000 is cash.
Always. No, I'm going to take a check, right?
No, I don't think you'd take a check. And I would suspect the check better be good if you took it. You're then told what about the victim?
I am told
Who he is,
where I can find him, where he lives. I'm given as much information about him as is possible. Then it's up to me to pick my time and place. I may stay on him for 2, 3 weeks. Sometimes I can get him in 2, 3 days. I don't know. But I always check it out myself.
Right. You're not told by the man who employs you why this is being done, and you never ask.
It's none of my business. I mean, if it's somebody I know, I may ask him. If he wants to, he'll tell me. Like in a couple of cases, I hit guys, and I knew why they were going.
Do you know why most of the 35 men that you killed professionally, do you know why they died?
Yeah.
Why?
They were either stool pigeons, they were stealing from the boss, or they got too ambitious.
Those are the 3 crimes for which death must be paid.
Right there.
Stealing from the boss, stool pigeon.
Right.
Or too big for your britches.
That's right. Unless you're big enough to back it up, don't do it.
I have to pause. We'll be back in a minute. You've got the contract. You've accepted the $20,000. Now what do you do?
Now I take all the information that's been given to me and I read it. And then I start to check it out. I start to check out the person. If I'm told that he leaves his house at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm there at 6:15. If I'm told that he's got a girlfriend, I go and I find out if this is where the girlfriend lives. And I check to find out. And I may wait around there a day or 2 to see if he shows up. I may follow the guy for a week. He ain't going to know I'm there. Got no way to know, because I'm not going to be on him constantly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick different places where I know he should be. See, generally, if he's got a girlfriend, he's either going to go see her between 2 and 4 in the afternoon, or he's going to go see her later at night. Because 2 and 4 in the afternoon, his wife doesn't know what he's doing, or he's going to go later at night. He tells her he's out playing cards, or whatever he's doing. Those are the 2 times they always go. So your best shot to go pick a guy off generally is wherever his girlfriend is, or if he's going to go to a game. You know, like a lot of these guys like to go to crap games or card games or whatever. You find out where the game is, and generally your game is always in an out-of-the-way place. Invariably it is. And you got him.
Out of your experience, what are your preferred places for killing people?
My preferred places?
Yeah.
Catching them coming out of the girl's place.
On the street?
Right on the street. Because generally it's